What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Darian's Competitive Pokemon. Gonna be playing a game on PTCGO. Gonna be playing a game on PTCGO today. I am gonna be playing with Buzzwole Lycanroc. I just ended up finishing in the top 8 of a League Cup with this deck this past Sunday. It's a lot of fun to play. I think the deck's got a lot of potential. It's super annoying to play around that Evo Mewtwo, though. I will say that. I did end up losing to Decidueye Zoroark in top 8. But I think this deck is super good. It's just strong, consistent. I like that, I like not having to deal with rare candies. That is very reassuring, but you do also have like the kind of inconsistencies in just like hitting your max elixirs. Since there is no natural acceleration for the deck like there is in Volcanion, which is like kind of the other big basic deck other than Buzzwole. And this is a good opening hand, so I'm cool with this. But, unlike Volcanion, there is no kind of natural energy accelerator in here. So you are like really trying to hit your max elixirs with this deck. And there is a big difference between games you hit your max elixirs and games you don't. So let's see what my opponent is playing. Maybe they're playing Buzzwole Lycanroc too. I think I saw some fighting Pokemon in here. I think I saw some psychic Pokemon. Maybe I saw some water. So looks like they might be a young mirror match here, which could be cool. My opponent ends my hand away. I liked that hand. No, come back. This hand is, not bad. They're playing a fairy deck. Ooh, looks like they are playing Gardevoir. Let's run my opponent off the field here. They just got a Tapu Lele and nothing else going on. We're going to Ultra Ball some things away here. Let's go ahead and get rid of, that fighting energy there. And we're going to grab the Regirock. And we're just going to start going in. Just do as much damage as we can here on the first turn of the game. Let's slap that Float Stone there and Sycamore. Maybe we get a Choice Band. Oh, yeah, we got a Choice Band. And this is just the exact top 8 list from that European International Championship. So if you're wondering where I got this from, that is that. And you can see we got the whole Jet Punch for 90. As soon as my opponent starts to put things down on their side of the field, it is going to get stressful. I can't imagine that they're going to be able to weather this, early aggression from Buzzwole. And this is exactly why I love playing the Buzzwole deck. It's just so consistent. There's like not a lot that goes wrong with it. Like even if I were to have like had that opening hand in a Buzzwole deck where I just opened like a Buzzwole and an energy and I didn't get anything else, like that's not the end of the world. But for my opponent right here, this start is devastating, but a similar start with me and only this many Pokemon is going to be totally fine. In fact, like I'm going to get by just fine with this, like no problems whatsoever. I'm going to go ahead and put out the Brooklet Hill just to continue to set up my own board position, get a Remoraid into play just in case things start to go down here pretty quickly. And instead of Guzmaing up the Eevee or anything, I'm just going to end just because that Lele is putting a lot of pressure on my side of the field. Just by hitting me for like 90, and I don't like that, so I'm trying to knock it out. Let's go ahead and Jet Punch, knock that thing out, and we're going to put 30 damage onto that EV2 just to put some pressure on my opponent's side of the field. If they don't evolve that EV next turn, it is going to get knocked out. So like they are going to have to get Sylveon in play. I imagine that they'll be able to do it. They'll probably just, put an energy on and energy evolution. But it also takes some pressure off my side of the field, putting that 30 on there. That means that, maybe I can knock it out with a Knuckle Impact, that it's only doing, 180 damage instead of 200 or something like that. But they end up using Max Potion, so it didn't matter either way. They are going to go ahead and get that Sylveon GX here. However, I have Octillery. I'm not going to allow my opponent to get that Magical Ribbon to stick. So whatever they get off of Magical Ribbon, I'm about to end it back in. I don't really care that I'm ending myself to 4 because I have that Octillery. I can lean on that to draw cards. It's going to be totally fine. And you can see this is what I'm talking about. This deck is totally nuts. I mean, when it goes off, and there's like very little a deck could do to stop it if this deck is doing everything it's supposed to do as far as like hitting max elixirs, drawing strong. Not a lot the opponent could do there. So I think I'm probably going to commit an energy to my Rockruff too, just so that I have the option to do the GX attack. And I also want to, let's see, I want to put the choice band down. I'm going to put it on this Buzzwole here. And then what would be insane is if I can Abyssal Hand and draw into a Lycanroc, then, and I didn't get it, but then I would have been able to just go ahead and Jet Punch, knock out the Ralts, and like my opponent probably would have had to just, you know, pack it up after that. So I think I am going to just hit the Ralts there, just so that, you know, if my opponent does decide to evolve up into Gardevoir, it's going to be a little bit easier for my Buzzwoles to knock out without having to use the GX attack. Maybe my opponent is going to go and plea me. That is an option for them. If they want to plea my Buzzwole in the Rockruff, they can kind of set me back a couple turns there, and that will be a little annoying. But at the end of the day, like, I'm not super concerned about that. They did just bridge it for one Ralts. I wonder if they're sitting, like, leaving space for a Lele, or maybe if they only had one Ralts left in deck. Can't imagine what they're doing there. Maybe they have a Lele in hand. I'm not exactly sure, but they're magical ribbоning right now, so I'm not sure why they wouldn't just get another bench Pokemon off of that Bridget. And you can see, again, I just have what I need in my hand. I'm probably going to target down the Curlia and hit the Ralts if I can do it. So I'm going to attach this Buzzwole here, and then let's just end. I'm going to end those cards back in. Hopefully I hit a Lycanroc. We did hit the Lycanroc. That is just so good, so strong. Very, very good. And we're going to bring up, let's see, I think we're going to just, yes, we're going to knock out the Curlia and do 30 to the Ralts there. And we're going to Abyssal Hand, fill our hand for 2 more cards. And we got a Max Elixir as well. I don't really think that there's anywhere worth playing that Max Elixir right now. I could play it onto the Rockruff, but like, I'm cool, honestly. I'll just save it in case this Buzzwole gets knocked out. And we're going to do 30 damage to that Ralts. Great. You can see we're just applying so much pressure to my opponent's side of the field. And this is like just one of the benefits of playing a deck that doesn't rely on setup, really, or rare candy. I mean, Jet Punch can put, I mean, you saw I got like 90 damage on the board with my first attack there. Just with Strong Energy, Choice Band, Regirock. For 1 energy, just 90 damage off the bat is a lot of pressure. I mean, I 2-shot that Lele. That's pretty crazy. So by the second turn of the game, I had already taken out... Oh boy, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm going to have to get the Regirock and the Rockruff. Those are going to have to be the ones that leave. Just because my board position is so good here with all these other Pokemon that I got going on. The energy on the Lycanroc means that I'm just 1 energy attachment away from a Dangerous Rogue GX, which can easily take care of like anything on my opponent's side of the field. I do have my 1-of Field Blower in my hand, which is good. So, you know, so long as my opponent doesn't end me or anything, like, that's fine. And I think that they're probably going to go in with Fairy Wind here, knock out this Buzzwole, take their first knockout. I am going to have to promote, like, my own Buzzwole. Oh, they're going to plea. That is frustrating. Okay, so that's a good play on my opponent's side, you know, because that definitely sets me back. That definitely sets me back. I mean, you can see my board position was very strong, and they pretty much just decimated it. So that is not what you want. Not at all. Let's go ahead. We're going to attach this Strong Energy here, and then I do get to Lycanroc again, so that's pretty cool. Let's counter that Stadium. We're going to put another... Let's see. I could... Lele for a Guzma, like, and Guzma up 30-50. Let's see. Could Lele for a Guzma and Guzma something. That could be good. Maybe Guzma up the Octillery and just make it kind of awkward for my opponent, and then also like snipe the Sylveon or something. Yeah, I think I like that. So let's do this Buzzwole, the clean Buzzwole too, and then let's Wonder Tag. Yup, we're gonna go search out that Guzma there, and I don't know. I could bring up the Gardevoir, hit it. I know that my opponent probably is not gonna like knock out a clean Buzzwole. Let's go ahead and, but I have 3 prizes, so that's like a little awkward. Let's go ahead and bring up that Octillery there. I'm fine with that. And then I think what I want to do is maybe I could try the Max Elixir. I probably won't hit it. I could try the Max Elixir onto the clean Buzzwole back here. And like that feels like a pretty safe play too. So let's go ahead and try it. Yeah, we got it. Okay. So I'm going to put that onto there. And now I've just like kind of diversified my resources. Maybe I should have put it on the Rockruff just so I had the option for Dangerous Rogue. That probably in retrospect might have been the better play. Let's see here. If my opponent attaches another energy to that Gardevoir though, are they going to be able to... Let's see. I'm just going to go in on the Sylveon. Okay, so if they attach one more, that has 80 hit points left over here. If they attach one more and 50 damage here. Okay, they attach one more energy here. If they get like double colorless, are they just going to knock out? Yeah, they're going to knock out the damaged one. Okay, this is fine. And now I have the Lycanroc here. That's good. I could do 50, 80 damage, which is just enough to knock out the Sylveon. But then I don't quite get the Octillery, so that's like a little frustrating. I think just while I do that, I'm going to attach one energy to the Rockruff. And then, you know, unless they hit some max potions. If they hit max potions on these bench Pokemon, that's going to be frustrating for sure. But I should be okay. You know, they do have like a lot of prizes left to take. They did not hit max potions, so that's fantastic. See, and now if I had... my opponent was smart. They definitely limited their bench, so that was a heads-up play on my opponent's side of the field. Going to put the Buzzwole active here, and let's see. Now I'm going to use my Field Blower, remove both their tools from play. That's good. And then, let's see. Let's just Brooklet Hill, see what's in our deck. We've got the Baby Zygarde, could be decent. We've got 2 Max Elixirs left, but not a lot of, you know, fighting energy left in the deck. I got the Zygarde here. I'm probably gonna get the little Zygarde just, you know, because like it's an odd prize. That's fine. I think I want to bring up the Sylveon here, you know, while I'm on it. So let's just bring that up. Yep, would like to bring up that Sylveon. I think I can hit that for 80. Yep, Choice Band, good. I don't want to Sycamore all these energies straight up. Like, I don't want to do that. So I think I'm going to Ultra Ball away the energy and a Sycamore. And I'm going to, you know, just fail to search. And then I'm going to attach an energy here and Abyssal Hand for 3. And maybe I hit an N or something. Nope, but that's fine. Now I just got like a weird hand, but that's okay. I just didn't want to ditch all those energies. That seemed bad, especially since I have 2 Max Elixir in deck. So I'm thinking like at some point my opponent's probably going to end me to 1. And if they do end me to 1, then, you know, I'm like fine with it. Because then I have more energy left in deck to hit with like Max Elixirs and stuff like that. So let's just put 30 damage onto, I think, the Gardevoir GX. Because that way, if I knock that out, put 30 onto the Gardevoir GX, now the Gardevoir GX is within like KO range of a Dangerous Rogue GX. If they bench just like one more thing, like I could do a decent amount of damage with that. But maybe they're going to be like heads up and they won't do that, in which case I will have to just like Guzma and Dangerous Rogue anything on the bench. But I think like probably the hardest thing for me to knock out will be this Gardevoir, so that's why I wanted to soften that up one more time. I know that like if I put 30 damage here onto the Octillery, like I could have you know, knocked it out next turn with just a Jet Punch. Like I'm aware of that, but like I'm wary of Max Potion. Like I suspect that my opponent's just gonna rip a Max Potion and just like slam it down on that Octillery right now. That's like kind of what I'm thinking is gonna happen. But I know that they're not gonna Max Potion this Gardevoir, and that like the Gardevoir is gonna be the hardest part of winning this game. But since they did use Sycamore there, I've already got game. Like I'm gonna be able to knock out whatever I want on my opponent's side of the field. I could just, 15, 17 plus 60. I mean, I just got knockout on my opponent's active, to be honest, with this strong energy here. So that's cool. I don't even need to bring anything up. We just Dangerous Rogue GX. Pretty sure I didn't do my math wrong. So there we go. 170 damage. Last prize. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to show off the list just one more time. This is that top 8 list from the European International Championships. I've been tooling around with the list a little bit myself. I know a lot of the popular lists that I've been seeing online right now are based off of like Zach Lesage's list, and he was playing like 2 Regirock. He cut the Zygarde. I'm not a fan of these, of the baby Pokemon, the little you know, the non-EX, non-GX. I don't even think you really need the Zygarde EX. So been experimenting with like a second Lele, which has been really good. Second Regirock is fine, but I don't think it's totally necessary. There's just some other things that people are looking at. Some people are playing the Sudowoodo, the Watch and Learn Sudowoodo. I don't really like the Watch and Learn Sudowoodo in here. That's just my personal preference though. So thank you all for watching the video. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Peace.